All right, here we go.
All right. Well, we just saw The Death of Robin Hood with Hugh Jackman. And,
Yeah, we did. Most of it.
Well, I got to see more of it than you. I'm a little sad to report. So this is a very serious, dark movie.
That flips the Robin Hood myth on its...
Yeah, so I looked it up in the middle because I could not follow what was going on.
Oh, yeah?
I'll go right up. I did not like this movie.
Yeah.
It was slow. It
too
was
slow.
boring.
Too slow. Potter's boring.
I didn't get anything out
You
of
knew
it.
from the beginning, I think, where this thing was going. Bad Robin Hood redemption arc.
And I don't even get.
And it took 2 hours. It took 2 hours.
2 hour movie, very slow, very dark, little bit of action at the beginning. So
I really don't understand the 2 hour length, right? There's nothing about that movie that couldn't have been 90 minutes if it had to exist at all.
Yeah, like I said,
if it had to exist
you're right.
At all.
Well, so I got really confused by what was even going on.
And spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, we'll go into spoilers. I do not recommend this movie. So
yeah, I don't think I do either. I don't even know that I'd watch it at home.
Yeah, I was sorry I didn't fall asleep like you did.
Well,
I got a little confused at the beginning, so I actually...
I was going to say, you could call this a movie instead of Death of Robin Hood, you call it Death of 2 hours of your time. But I did save 20 minutes of my time in there with a nap.
No, if I could have gotten a good nap, I would have been happy. All right, so let's break down what actually happens in this movie. Okay, so Robin Hood, it opens up. There's this young girl, and she's looking for Robin Hood, and he's self-exiled. And I use the wording because I
didn't pick up that. She was actually looking for Robin Hood?
She was actually, yeah, she was going to kill him.
Oh, that's all the different... that's
the very first thing I want to say. Robin Hood did not steal from the rich and give to the poor. He stole from corrupt government officials and returned it to the people because taxation is theft and inflation is too. All right, I'll get off my... I had to get that in
No,
there.
That's your make-believe Robin Hood. We just saw the real Robin Hood.
Well, okay. So again, and then I had to look it up on AI to figure out what was even going on. So I asked it to give me a summary of the first half of the movie. And again, this is... I guess it's based on a 17th century ballad called The Death of Robin Hood, but it flips it where, Robin Hood is not a good guy in any manner.
No, he's a psychopath or whatever you want to call him.
He was a thief, and that's how the movie opens.
I'm not even sure if he was a thief more than he was just a mass murderer who happened to profit from the mass murdering.
Could very, very well could be. Again, this movie was not engaging. Okay, so what I found out from AI, because I didn't follow this, is if you didn't understand what happened. So first, that young girl was looking for Robin Hood. He said there is no Robin Hood, it's all lies upon lies.
Yeah, right.
And then he figures out as he sleeps, she figures out that he's Robin Hood. As he's sleeping, she comes at him, but he's faster, even though he's old. They did a great job of making Hugh Jackman look old.
Yeah. No, I was envious.
Damn it, so I missed my long hair because he looked fantastic.
Yeah, I envied his hair.
Highlight
of the movie was
super
Hugh
violent.
Hugh Jackman's hair in this movie.
Right.
That was the highlight of this movie.
So he stabs and kills the girl. You know, she was after him for revenge because he killed her family at some point. Okay, so then he gets visited by his friend Little John.
Yeah.
And this is the part that I completely missed.
Yeah.
Might have been, but 15 minutes. So he's like, there's 5 men. I need you to help me go get these guys.
Because he had stole somebody's identity. And
okay, you caught that. I missed that. Yes. What he did is he killed a guy.
Who was on the way somewhere. And killed him, took his identity.
And took his identity, took his wife, and had a daughter with the wife. The relatives of that guy come back, and they take the wife back.
Take the wife back.
And so he needs
the land
Robin's
and all
help.
That. Take it all back and
right.
And he
so
manages
like,
to get away. I'm surprised they didn't kill him. I guess he got away.
Yeah, I guess he got away, but he's like, I want to get her back. And so this would be their in-law, but he confronts them. He kills 3 guys outright. And then the last guy has the girl, and he just stabs her to death.
For whatever reason.
I guess it's his,
to keep the guy
it's
from
his
getting it.
cousin's wife, but he kills her anyway. I don't know.
He kills her to keep him from getting there, I guess. I don't know.
And there's a daughter left. A young kid runs off. They say, hey, go get the rest of the people. And Robin puts an arrow through the back of his head. Which, little known fact, an arrow in the back of the head is not instant death. Because somehow the kid survives. So, they're hanging out at the farmhouse, I guess, when, again, the relatives attack. And,
come close to
Rob,
killing
they kill
very
close.
Very close to killing
They tried to burn him alive in a small thing. He busts out. He gets beaten to piss and stabbed.
Yeah, no,
I guess he's delirious.
Final fatal blows about to.
And Little John saves
behind him and saves him.
So he gets brought to a island monastery. Yeah,
it's kind of like.
And there's a nurse there, and the nurse is that actress. She played in that TV show where she's an assassin. I can't remember what it's called. I might actually have to look that up.
But anyway, she nurses him to health. She
nurses him to health
over a long period of time.
Right. And he gives a fake name. There's this leper guy, and then Little John's daughter comes, the little girl, and she's like, yeah, Little John's dead. And
of course, she didn't know him by Little John at that point. Whatever she called him.
She didn't know what her father's name was.
Whatever she called him.
And
right.
She knew him as Randolph.
Robin Hood. Randolph recognized him, and Robin Hood recognized him.
So, like I said, the movie did not keep me engaged, so I kind of stopped paying attention.
Yeah.
I looked over a few times, and you were out cold, and I was so angry that I couldn't get a good nap.
Yeah.
Because I'm all for paying the $7, or you got the tickets anyway, to get a good nap. Like
the
movie theater is a great
Frankenstein.
place to get a nap.
Sometimes a nap means the movie's good, like Frankenstein. Sometimes, maybe that's what it is. Frank just has to find a good movie to sleep through, and sometimes the movie sucks, like this one, and I tune out and take my nap. So.
So
that's the indicator. If Frank naps, it's a good movie.
If you nap,
if Linda naps, it's a
good movie.
It's a bad movie. It's a bad movie. So it's the nap index.
Okay, so what? So apparently Little John wasn't dead. Did you understand that whole thing? He shoots Little John in the back of the head. Was that a flashback?
That was some kind of hallucination or something.
It was okay. Like I said,
that was towards the end of the movie.
I really stopped. So it turns out, this like what are they called? A nun that's nursing him back to health.
He revealed his identity.
Well, yeah. So at a certain point, the other thing that happens is a young kid comes who lost his eye, and Robin Hood figures out that this young kid is there.
It's the guy that got away.
Right. He's there to kill the young girl, right? As
part of the daughter of the
family feud, right? And Jodie Comer, what is she known for? Killing Eve. There's a show, Killing Eve. That's actually pretty good.
So anyway, the leper on his deathbed,
he admits Sir Guy Gisborne.
Well, and that he knows Robin Hood, and that Robin cut his ear off and yada left him for dead, and then any other life that had a drink.
They would have had a drink together.
So he makes him make a deathbed promise that he's going to take care of that monastery for the rest of his life, that Robin will, and that he won't ever reveal his true identity to
anybody else.
To the nun or whatever you want to call it.
And the nun turns out she became a nun after Robin Hood killed her family.
Husband and children, evidently. Burned them all alive while he was holding the kids or something.
Yeah.
No, he's a horrible person.
Horrible,
this Robin Hood has no redeeming qualities.
I'm a much bigger fan of the Kevin Costner ridiculous movie.
Well, Robin Hood for me is the Disney animated Robin Hood back in the day. Yeah. Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest, laughing back and forth. That's Robin Hood for me.
So there you go.
Which also has the bridge fight scene, which shows up in this movie too. At least
talk about
the narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robin Hood on his deathbed. Well, and that, yeah, I guess
nothing's going to beat the Kevin Costner one where the guy's drowned and he's like, okay, just stand up, because they were in like 3 feet of water.
So anyway, he convinces the nurse, nun, whatever, after he reveals his true identity, and she's butthurt, of course, because Robin Hood killed his family. He convinces her to take his own life, and so she does that through a series of bloodlettings, right? And so it's it wasn't a one-time thing; it was evidently a multi-session process. And so in the final scene, where he's on his deathbed and she's draining the last of the blood out of him, that's when he tells the story to the Little John's daughter about what her true identity is, what his tells the whole story about how he met him on the bridge and blah 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 blah, right? And, and then the little daughter, he had made a bow and arrow for her, so she pulls an arrow. It's supposed to be some kind of poetic thing. She aims an arrow out the window, and he says, "Just wait until I tell you to let go," and gives this little speech. And so then he says, "Let go," and so she releases the arrow, and that symbolizes his death. He's been set free. He's been set free. So there you go.
There you go. This is one.
Hopefully you took a nap somewhere during this podcast.
Yeah, well, and then of course I think the very best Robin Hood movie is obviously Mel Brooks' Men in Tights.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. I love Mel Brooks movies in general.
The last year.
I love Mel Brooks' movies in general, but I think that was one of my lesser favorite.
It had its moments.
Yeah.
Certainly not as classic as the modern era as Spaceballs.
But I think what we can say for sure, because Frank suggested we come to this movie today.
Oh, he's gonna
Well, and I'm pretty sure it's advanced punishment for me taking him to Supergirl. Supergirl Thursday. Supergirl Thursday's coming up, and Frank is.
Yeah,
he's been excited about. He's loaded up and excited about criticizing that movie. Oh, and that reminds me. Going back to this movie, at the start of the movie, we're like 2 minutes into the movie, and Frank's leaning over to me, and goes, "This is not what I thought it was going to be." So anyway, I think we've said enough about this movie. We're primed for Supergirl coming up Thursday. I'm going to defend her honor, and Frank's going to do his best to mow it down. Anything else?
Without a doubt. No, we'll talk about that one on Thursday.
All right. That's it.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.